What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. This is a reaction video. This video was actually requested by a guy named Brian in the comment section. Like I said, man, if you want me to react to something, just leave it in the comment. Now, Brian, you were saying that this guy, Akala, is better than Kendrick Lamar. You were saying that this nigga is the best guy in the world. Well, man, we about to find out. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
My next show.
I know you gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
You ready, cuz? Always, bro. Always.
You know what time
Like
it is
the
when you hear
dreads,
this, right?
like the dreads.
Let's get ready.
Trying to get mine like that myself. I'll be there.
Yo, listen. 10-year anniversary. Akala.
Well, that's how you say it. Call her.
Turn up, turn up.
Uncle Akala, the flow father. You already know that I'm smarter than half of the darker the shit get harder. I spit yet fools when I act like they can't get a quick death. How many careers have been ended in a time that I've only ascended? Just telling things how they are now. Why would the truth be offensive? I was independent when everybody signed. Still independent, respect my grind. Own my own masters, know what that mean? Understand back catalogue, are you green? Seen means that my kids have a pension. I ain't got kids, just thought I would mention. See my intention, mangle a mention. Murder a syllable and strangle a sentence. Stand to attention. All of your henchmen still couldn't bench him, cause he's too heavyweight brethren. Like old school jungle selection, come through humble a veteran. 10 years since the first album, 10 years no daytime radio, 10 years still touring, natural supporters. We all know why they don't play me though. I'm that rapper, rap about matters that actually matter. Challenging power, war. Every single tour is 10% more now. Why do you think that happens? Content matters, albums matter, songs they matter, lyrics they matter, integrity matters, flows it matter. It's worth the skibble, we deal with the matter, no industry hype. Just write what I like, it's a Steve B code with a mic. This I am Mike, wouldn't like cause
Alright, listen. I'm gonna let this shit play. This video is long as fuck, so I ain't gonna do that much talking during this one. So far, well, you listening, right?
It's a roll of the dice like rolling on knives. Organs openly sliced. Cold, I told you the price. Colder than ice. Nah, colder than life. Living in a war zone, hold my advice. Take shortcuts, get cut short. Long road, hard road, but more sure. Road tour that I'm doing at the end of the year should make all this clear. Some only get visibility. Some silly fool called me a failure. I smiled to myself. These times I was on the plane to Australia. Sold out shows on the other side of the globe, but fools only know what's in front of their nose. Said it's done. Pose, but they can't sell shows because their music is poo and they got no flow. I know. You might be astonished. Dog shit cannot be polished. No matter how you push it on the public, son, you cannot make them love it, son. You know how many rappers could pack out a venue in Addis Ababa. Guess what? It was the only one Bob Marley ever did play in Africa. You write raps, I write history on the page, and quite literally an elder statesman to my own generation, an inspiration, because the flows that I came with is a solo play by Miles Davis. Who don't know he's the greatest. So if Charlie tells anybody else their fire in the booth is the best there's been, is he high? Does he lie? Nah, he knows that I'm in my own league. I'm judged totally separate. If we're actually going on the evidence, you want to be a folder, you know what the level is. You want to be a poet, and you roll with the cleverest. Genius, I know it. Kinda like a roadside tug, get a poet. Kinda like a warrior, kinda like a scholar, but I could be your arse, so don't make me show it. I know certain kind of supporters don't like when I get this bossy. You think that I care? All that show, you don't really know me. See, I'm an arrogant fuck on the mic. I am not humble, I'm only nice in real life. Who wants an MC that does not think that the shit? That defeats the whole point. Combat sport, this rap stuff. That's why man gets slapped when they act up. They cannot catch us, they will get backed up. You can feel the energy coming through the chakras. No aggression, the hood's not listening. Cause aggression is what they're living in. So I keep spitting it. Every day I'm spinning them. Call me Akala. There is no synonym. Nobody similar. Not the same. I rap about life. They rap about change. Yeah, we all get dough and we all drive mercs. All do festivals, all get work. We don't all lecture at Oxford with a hoodie on, cause I got no response for their nonsense. Don't all do education in war zones. Man, I shook to go Peckham. Despite all the big talk, they were not walking half of the places I step in. Picturing anyone's heard on my own. Kids act like they seen a ghost. I'm like, little bro, I'm 32 years old. You think I care about a postcode? I'm not invincible. I keep the move full of physical, but if I get murked, probably be political. Cause the things that come out of my mouth is a madness. I am a rebellious bastard with no respect for authority. So I don't suggest that you follow me. It's true, this can all end horribly, but I still be the anomaly, an entrepreneur.
didn't
I
pay
don't
it.
say it
What
'cause
you
it
mean you
sounds
gonna pay
cool.
my phone
It's
bill?
actually true. Ain't got a diamond chain, I admit it, but I do
Damn.
got an office with employees in it. Do
I'm
take
gonna call you
youngsters all
back
around the
after the
globe.
video, man.
Get them pay for the
I'm
brain
gonna
and the
call you
lyrics for the
back.
media wanna still paint us like we are just nothing but crooks. Along comes one so cool, it can make it cool to rap
Fuck.
about books. And you can think that's sneaky and stupid, but all that show that you're clueless. Cause the global revenue from books every year is like 10 times more than music. Now I've sold how many books and self-published, how does that look?
Might not have no
For those
phone
that only
after
respect
this, but
checks,
this
swear
shit
the
fire
accountant
though.
ain't cooking the books, son. And I don't even think that capitalism should decide how you rate a rap on a rhythm. That is the age we're living in, isn't it? It's all about materialism, more important than any paper debt. Do you check for the youth them? Let's see. Any one of them little tugs right there, it could have been me. It could have been me.
It could have been you.
It could have been me. 15, I was in chimes and trends. Coliseum way back then, surrounded by big men and the clap of a skeng. You know what's being smoked ain't green, but everybody pretends. These time I keep room for the hammers. Weed in the girls, put spanner in the matters. Fact of the matter is, lost my discipline. Late night brethren's whip with a stick in it. He took it from under his dad's mattress. I never grew up with dad. Who's better off? Complicated, I'm undercompensating. Everybody talks road, I let them fake it. My olders was organised crime. They lick banks, so I ain't gas when you say you bag grams. Bad man, what's that? Madman, stop that. They manufacture gas, we just pop that. They import, export, we just shot that. Hustle ain't saying I'm not that. I'm just saying we should see it's deliberate, and by now we should all be sick of it. I'm working on ways to get rid of it. Mass incarceration ridiculous. So I go jail and I chat to the man them. Fire in the booth, part one, what I rap them. Explaining the system and how all trap then. Action more than rap then. All my fire in the booths, they have been studied as texts by countless PhDs round the globe. My youth now have some respect. And they still bang on the blocks from Boston to Brooklyn, Palestine to West Papua. But despite all the personal comfort, I still feel sick when I think of the massacres. The world is fucked. There's enough to go round, but we are ruled back. There goes preaching again. Akala, stick to the script, just stun. Tell him about your whip, brand new something and sit. How many girls wanna? Well, cuz, come on, let's be honest. I was not ugly before this shit. So you can imagine, but the brain power you cannot fathom. I mean it truly from the bottom of my heart, though. Please jump on the bandwagon, I've made it. Cool to be conscious again, say thanks, cause I know that you got more sense. I know that you know yourself when you were sat down with your grind and the friends. That's our culture, respect for the elders. If it's not coke, let me call you a coke kid, no biggie. When I rant with a car, I'm so silly. I'm like my grand's name, so Millie. 10 years first album, 10 years no daytime play. But I know
Slowing down,
selling out
slowing
coke, come
down,
along,
man.
learn
I
about a
don't
show
know.
on the stage. No hype man, no cup in the mic. Musicians and visuals all mixed right. And like 40 songs squeezed into an hour and a half. His supporters actually like. Consistency matters, the rest is just package. Imagine these rappers is tragic. Sitting at home, having to watch me. They're like, I swear it's black magic. Yeah, black magic. Griot, tradition of the rappers. I study my craft. You man, them are slackers. Bow in the presence of greatness. So you're only trained to rate fakeness. Love that I get is so overwhelming. I don't even see no haters. Yeah, few men have got more status. Which one has more respect? That's what I thought. Akala's the one that they still can't get. Cause I'm like Dennis Brown meets DMX. I'm like Shabba and Brocky and Deck. Running down old school Stratford Rex. I feel sorry for whoever comes next. That's like running after Usain Bolt. That's like singing after John.
Listen, man. The beginning was hot. Now I don't know what the fuck he's saying, bro. I'm not even gonna fake it to you. Like the beginning, I was understanding. You know what I mean? Maybe it was the beats, but now I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. I don't know.